My country may show a little bit here, but you know that song by Garth Brooks, I'm much too young to feel this damn old? Yeah, that's been my theme song lately, and the title I've been referring back to over and over again at this stage. I'm 48 years old, I've run 23 marathons, and I've done everything right. And yet, I feel terrible. And my doctors kept telling me I was fine. So I decided to find out for myself. Hey y'all, it's your podcast bestie Jamie again. And if you listened to last week's episode, you know I left you on sort of a cliffhanger. 4 years of injury, 4 years of normal for your age, and then on Valentine's Day in 2026, my body finally said, enough. This is the episode where I tell you what we actually found out and what I did about it. So after February 14th, I knew I was done waiting for the system to give me answers. I'd been talking to friends for a while about all of this. Many of them had been telling me to get my ferritin tested specifically, and hormones, of course, because that kept coming up too, because I am that age. And then social media does what social media does. It stalked my conversations and started serving me ads for Function Health. Which, honestly, fair, because I looked into it, I did my research. There are a lot of options out there for comprehensive testing, but I decided to go with Function Health. They test 125 biomarkers. My regular doctor tested maybe a dozen. The difference in what those extra markers revealed was everything. Let's start with ferritin. I was not surprised it was low. I had been asking my doctors to check my iron for years. Here's the thing though, they kept checking iron, not ferritin. Those are two different things. Ferritin is the stored form of iron, and stored iron is what your body actually runs on. The minimum ferritin level should be around 70. For a marathon runner like myself, it should be closer to 100. Mine was 10. I had been losing hair for years now, taking a prescription for hair loss, knowing in my gut it was something more, not just age. Confirmation is not always comforting, but it is always better than being dismissed. The omega-3 result did not surprise me either once I saw it. I don't eat seafood. I'm a lifelong vegetarian. I get some omega-3s from flaxseed and chia seeds, but honestly, not nearly enough. I don't think it's possible to eat enough of that. So my omega-6 to omega-3 ratio was nearly 10 to 1. What that means is I had a pro-inflammatory environment living inside my body every single day. I was not looking for this one, but the moment I saw it, it did make complete sense. So this one was shocking though. Again, I am 48 years old, and my bone density is in the 11th percentile. My mom had gone through breast cancer, and she told me, get your bone density checked now while you still have time to build it back up. Don't end up like me. So I listened, and it turned out she was right. Scary, but I found out at 48, not 68. There is still time, and that matters. And then there was one thing that I was completely unprepared for. Lipoprotein A. Most people had never heard of it. I certainly hadn't. It is a genetic cardiac risk factor. Mine came back at 170. Very elevated. Nobody in my family has had heart issues that I know of. There was no reason for me to even be looking for this one. And here is the hardest part. There's not much I can actually do about it. It is genetic. It has been there my whole life, and nobody ever told me. I'm a perfectionist, as I've said over and over again. I want to fix everything. Sitting with something I can't fix is its own kind of grief. I asked a lot of questions about that one, and then I went straight to my family group chat and told everyone, because if I have it, they might have it too, and they deserve to know that. When I got all of these results, I made an appointment with my primary care doctor as fast as I could. I walked in with a Ferritin at 10, and I was told, take some supplements. You'll feel fine. Nothing we can do. 10 is not normal, y'all. 70 is the minimum. 100 is where a marathon runner needs to be. I'm not going to lie, I cried there in the doctor's office. Being dismissed again after 4 years of the exact same thing was the nail in the coffin for me. I am done with that system of doctors. I am finding my own people now. And then I did find my people, or I'm starting to. Live HRT in Austin, a Menopause Society certified provider, was who I went to first. Someone who listened, someone who looked at the full picture, someone who said, yes, this is not right, and here is what we're going to do about it. A referral to a hematologist for my ferritin, confirmation that my hormones were off, a real plan. Estradiol gel, progesterone, testosterone gel. One appointment after years of being dismissed. One appointment with the right person changed everything. That should not be remarkable, but somehow it is. So getting confirmation of how far along in perimenopause I actually was, it was a relief and grief at the same time. Nobody prepares you for this transition. Everyone talks about growing up, puberty, all the firsts, all the milestones. Nobody talks about this part, about what it actually does to you and how hard it is to sit with. I know aging is a blessing, getting to do it is a blessing, but nobody prepares you for this part of it. And that is part of why I am talking about it openly. I know not everybody is the same, but now here's what I want to say about function health really quick. It is not a perfect answer. The perfect answer would have been my actual doctors running these tests, reading these results with me, connecting the dots. That is the world we deserve. It is not the world most of us are living in right now. Because here's the truth. A doctor's job is to keep you alive, but alive and actually living a good life are two very different things. You should not have to fight this hard for your own health. But until the system changes, nobody is going to do it for you. So you need to do it for yourself. I started progesterone, estrogen gel, and testosterone gel. I have a hematologist appointment scheduled. I am finally moving the needle. And for the first time in a long time, I am hopeful. Always a work in progress, but progress is the point. More of this story is coming in the next few episodes because there's a lot more to unpack. But for today, that's all I've got. If any of part of this resonated with you, if you've ever been dismissed or told you were fine or felt like you were fighting alone, you are not alone. I will see you next Tuesday. And if you enjoyed this episode, subscribe to Jema Pantel Unfiltered wherever you listen to podcasts and leave a review. It really does help more women find the show. You can listen on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or on my website, jemapantel.com under the Unfiltered tab. All right, bye for now, y'all. Until next week.